Grüezi, hello and welcome to our community update number 2. My name is Rick Krieger and I'm co-founder at HOPR. HOPR is a layer 0 data privacy protocol which enables you to transmit data totally private and secure from A to B. Today in our second community update, Sebastian is going to talk to you about NFT, staking program and our Elrond partnership. Q is going to talk to you about our Polygon testnet, Jose about our product, and last but not least, Amira is going to give you an update about our presence at the Ethereum conference in Paris. Thank you very much and enjoy.
Hi all, my name is Sebastian and I'm founder of HOPR. I'm very happy to be here again talking about the HOPR staking program. If you've never heard about the HOPR staking program, I recommend you visit the blog that you find under this video. Or you head to stake.hoprnet.org to participate in the HOPR staking program, locking up your HOPR tokens until January 17 in order to earn additional rewards. I'm very proud to see how actively all of you are already in this program. To date, we see over 10 million HOPR tokens staked, as well as over 600 Boost NFTs that are participating. I'm also very happy to see the active participation of our seed round investors in the HOPR staking program. As a result, we have only 6 million HOPR tokens, or 4% of the current supply, unlocking on August 27. And correspondingly, on January 17 next year, we see an additional 5.6% of seed investor tokens unlocking. And that is basically just to show you that there's no supply shock that is imminent and no large unlock happening, and a large commitment of our early investors to the long-term success of the HOPR project. We have also announced our partnership with Elrond, the business scale blockchain infrastructure. And what users of Elrond gain through this partnership is metadata privacy for all your Elrond blockchain interactions, as well as, for example, using the Maya exchange. With that, I'm handing over to Q from our team, who will be talking about the upcoming HOPR testnet on Polygon. And if you want to participate in that, make sure to lock up your HOPR tokens in the staking program to earn your ticket to participate in the testnet.
Hi all, I'm Q, Decentralized Technology Architect at HOPR. Today I'm going to share some news on the upcoming testnet. HOPR Protocol has partnered with Polygon, formerly known as Matic Network, which is a scalable and efficient Ethereum sidechain. We ran a testnet with them 1 year ago, and lately we have deployed a set of HOPR Protocol test smart contract on Polygon. We welcome the big and active community to join HOPR's Polygon testnet. More details on the testnet will be announced in the upcoming blog post. Participants joining this testnet will definitely earn an NFT boost for our staking program. Thank you all, and I will let my colleague Jose to talk about the product development.
Hi, my name is Jose. I'm the head of engineering at HOPR, and I'm today very happy to bring you some exciting updates about the product and all the progress we have been doing in the tech team. So the first update that I'm very happy to share is we have submitted our HOPR channels smart contract, which is the payment layer that we use to agree on the settlement of all the tickets that are exchanged with your nodes in the network to chain security for audit. The goal of that is to make sure that all the funds are safe and no loss will be incurred and no hacks will be done. So we're very happy and very proud of all the work that has been done, and to make sure the collaboration with chain security, ensuring all the funds and all the tokens will be safe in the network and in your node. The second update that I'm very excited to share, it's about an RPC optimization that we do into the protocol. Right now, your nodes are connected to an Ethereum RPC that is currently being sponsored by HOPR, but in the future, we're hoping that to decentralize that last part of the architecture. Unfortunately, because of that, the HOPR node will do constantly calls to the Ethereum node that will be used for this, and in the past, data calls have been quite extensive and quite expensive. With this latest update, we managed to reduce some of the RPC calls, and making sure that actually some of them arrive in a way that do not obstruct the traffic, do not overload the network. And last but not least, we actually managed to get some of the off and online issues out of the window. So in the past, if a Hopper node disconnected and reconnected again, it was not very clear for other Hopper nodes that they were offline and they were back to be used in the network. Now with the latest patch that has been pushed by the team, we are able to properly aggregate and remove nodes for the network that are no longer added, and we can use them as soon as they are back offline. That's it from my side. I'm very excited to then let Amira to share you some of the exciting changes and updates that we share on the Ethereum presentation in Paris. And yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, my name is Amira and I am cryptographer at HOPR. Today I will give a recap on EthCC, the Ethereum Community Conference. We are very excited that we were able to participate, especially that this was the largest Ethereum dev community. We have explained in detail the HOPR protocol and the importance of preserving your metadata privacy. We also shared learnings from our decentralized governance experiments. You can find both videos on EthCC YouTube channel and also on the description of this video. Thank you everyone and see you next time.
Hello everyone. We trust the DAO to do what's right for the long-term health of the project, and we didn't know how engaged our community was, so we actually only put a very low bar to make the proposal pass the voting phase.
Like I think once we had solved scaling and fees can go back down, we at least have a fair chance at getting the non-financial stuff to take off.
Hi, I'm Sebastian,
And my name is Rick.
and we're the co-founders of HOPR.
For the very first time, we're meeting with the entire team from HOPR at the new headquarters in Zurich.
And this is actually the first time our team is actually working together in one office on the HOPR protocol, how we work even better as a team to change data privacy for good.
So let's go inside and have a look what we're doing this week. Join us!
LEGO Play Series workshop was insightful and fun, interactive, that we managed to make a HOPR protocol in LEGO version.
All right, welcome all to our Q&A part of this community call. You can leave us some questions on YouTube and the YouTube channel, and we will answer them here live for you in the call. So I see there's already a bunch of questions coming up, and I would pick the first one. So first question is like, how far is your project progressed, and when will be listed on Binance Exchange? So let me start with the second one first. A very popular question, I think is our number one question: when Binance? And as most of you who have been following the crypto space know, we are not able to share details of ongoing listing discussions. So far, Hopper is not listed on Binance, and so stay tuned, follow our official channels. We are at HOPRnet on Twitter as well as on Telegram. If the main Telegram channel is too noisy, you can follow our Telegram announcement channel. So there is no listing information right now. Please watch out about scams. There's a lot of scams out there. Stay careful and do not fall for any scams. I get almost on a daily basis any information about people who were currently scammed into some ICO. No, there's no such thing going on right now. Follow the official channels. And the first part of the question is how has the HOPR protocol progressed? I'm very happy to see where we're standing right now. We have a working version of the HOPR protocol that is released on the XDAI chain right now. And as you have just heard, we have an upcoming testnet, incentivized testnet actually, on Polygon, previously known as Matic. And Jose, maybe you can say a few words to that, what's going to come up there.
Sure. Very happy to be here, Sebastian. So yes, for sure. We're going to be sharing the incoming days with a proper blog post to describe all the instructions. But pretty much we're going to allow to everybody to run a HOPR node. And this time the HOPR channels contract is going to be deployed on the Matic testnet, which means in very layman terms that pretty much everybody will be able to get a proper HOPR node running. We'll be able to execute some of the actions that our HOPR node allows them to do, but this time we'll be doing that on the Polygon network. As we share on some of the previous community calls in the past, one of the reasons is that we want to explore HOPR working in a more congested blockchain. So in this case, in this particular case, the Polygon network is just suits our cases perfectly. It will also be a very nice to get back to people pretty much running their nodes and getting back some numbers to see how many people are actually using the network. And yeah, we'll be going to be sharing more details pretty soon in a blog post, and we're going to be seeing how people participate in the network may or may not be able to get some of the NFTs that some people might be interested for a staking program.
Cool. And then I see another question on some of our swag, like the yellow t-shirts that you might see here, and you might have seen in Paris also. Rick, you want to say something about that?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. So we produced 100 yellow HOPR t-shirts. They are designed by a designer which is called Zeshan from Vienna. They've been hand-produced in Greece in order to minimize the ecological footprint of this one from the very finest cotton. It's Prima cotton. And we got one of the 100 of these here in the HOPR office. The other 100 have been distributed during the EthCC conference in Paris. And I see that the community is interested from everybody who joins the Polygon testnet to also get the t-shirts. I'm absolutely happy to do so because we got 100 left. So we'll work something out that everybody who joins the testnet and would like to have one of the limited edition HOPR t-shirts, including one of the patches, which you can attach to the t-shirt with several designs coming up from our designer Reinhardt, to be distributed to everybody who participates.
Wonderful. And we see some more questions on NFTs. Some of you might know that we have distributed hodler NFTs to reward the loyal community members who are with us for a long time. Maybe Q, who's our master of smart contracts, staking, and NFTs, can say a few words on the upcoming NFTs and ongoing staking program.
Sure. So we have already deployed the HOPR Boost in NFTs and as well as the staking program smart contract. And so far, there are already more than 600 HOPR Boost tokens being redeemed, which is the NFT being redeemed in the program. So we will be issuing more NFT tokens to reward our community for their participation in testnet, as well as other challenges, for example, solving the puzzles. And stay tuned. Yeah, there will be more.
Great. So yeah, there's some more questions on next testnets, including BSC. So some who have been with us for a bit longer know that we have already done a testnet on the Binance Smart Chain. Unfortunately, this Binance Smart Chain, or actually it's quite a statement for Hopper, that there were so many nodes on the Binance Smart Chain testnet of Hopper that we took down the only WebSocket endpoint that was there within about 3 hours. So Binance Smart Chain was effectively not reachable for Hopper anymore. That's why we had to conclude that testnet earlier than planned. So for now, we are planning to run on Matic. And I see also a second related question from some people, when is that going to be? So Jose, I don't know if I should put you on the spot, like when are we going to be ready? I would just keep it at this. I have the feeling that we're going to be ready within the next couple of weeks. Yeah, Jose, maybe you can say a few things, what we're still working on until that is launched. It's not that we don't want you to get into that, but there's just a few things that we want to finish to, yeah, for you to have a good experience on that testnet.
Yes, for sure. Definitely. So we want to get back to some of the activities that we were doing last year, engaging with some people and being able for them to see their nodes, right? So in the past, whenever you started a testnet, and some of the testnet that we did, for instance, with right after Jungfrau, people will run their node and there will be, that's pretty much it, right? Whereas maybe last summer, people will run their nodes, they will do a few tasks, they will get some score points, they will see a leaderboard, they will see a dashboard. So what we want to do is we want to fine tune those small details, particularly on some of the interactive dashboards that we're planning for people. And then, probably we're gonna get ready that very soon. And when that's happening, the idea is that you run your node, you're able to go to a website and you're able to see like, hey, my node, it's right over there, which is something that we did in the past, and we're trying to bring that back again.
Wonderful, thanks, Jose. And then we have questions on the roadmap. So yeah, as we all know, a decentralized privacy protocol is cutting edge tech, and many times there's things on the road which are unforeseen. I'm very proud to see that our team is working really on fundamental descriptions and not just hype, and a lot of significant work that's going on under the hood. And one thing that's coming up soon is from our cryptographer, Amira. Maybe you can say a few words on the works that are going on in the yellow paper, what's the target there, and when we think we can release that.
Sure. So hello, everyone. Happy to be here and to answer all of your questions. Thank you, Sebastian. So for the yellow paper, is basically, it's already on GitHub. It's open source, so everyone can take a look and see how our protocol works. Basically, a place where you find the design of our protocol and how and what are the cryptographic we're using and how we're using them. For example, like something like the Sphinx packet format and the mixnet, how we're using them in our protocol. So we will soon release the first version of the yellow paper, where basically we explain how the path selection works and how nodes are being chosen to open payment channels. How do we hide information and basically allow people to communicate and send packets together, and that information is not being revealed and basically is hidden, and the IP address, of course. So all of that is already on GitHub, but we will have a public release, I would say, in the next few weeks. And then from there, we're going to work on the next version of the yellow paper, and basically there you will focus more on the cover traffic and other topics that are on our roadmap, basically. But yeah, so it's already going forward, we're already improving, and our protocol is never, I would say it's never finished. We always want to bring something better and more secure and more private for our users. So yes.
Wonderful. Thanks, Amira, for these insights on this, fairly academic description of what we're building at Hopper. It's not just software, but actually a lot of protocol level innovation that's happening under the hood. Then we have a question that I think is best for my co-founder Rick here on the team. Like, how big is your team and what do you plan to grow towards the end of the year? Rick, say a few words on that maybe.
So by today, we are 17 months old. We do have 17 positions which are working for and with HOPR on the HOPR project. 12 of these people are living in the area of Zurich. And by the end of the year, we are looking for 2 to 3 people more to join us. So whenever you have time, check out the job openings on our webpage, hoprnet.org.
Yes, actually a specific shout out for a protocol engineer position that we have open. So if you or any of your friends are experienced engineers, have worked with TypeScript before, and ideally on distributed systems, peer-to-peer networks, and want to change data privacy for good, please do join us. We have an office in Zurich, Switzerland, but we're open also to remote people who are joining us to grow and change data privacy for good. Then I see some more questions on the DAO. So Q has been working with us on the DAO front. We have not announced the next governance topics. I can imagine that in September we will do the next voting session coming up. So for the ones who have missed that the last time, we had actually a voting on how to distribute the liquidity that has been raised in the public community sale of HOPR, and it is entirely on Uniswap right now. So again, to highlight, HOPR Association, who is employing the people building the protocol, did not extract any funds. The entire volume of that is currently sitting on Uniswap. So we are one of the top deepest pools on Uniswap v3 out there. There's approximately $20 million worth of HOPR and DAI in total in the Uniswap v3 pool. Good. Then we have some more questions on XDAI to Polygon. Why did we switch from XDAI to Polygon? Maybe it's important to highlight that we didn't switch. So the current production version of HOPR is and will remain on XDAI. We are having a incentivized testnet that we wanted to have clearly separated from the current production version. That is incentivized, and in order to provide less confusion and obviously also to reach out to the prospering Polygon community, we have decided to launch a testnet on Polygon. And maybe that's a time to congratulate again the Polygon team on this amazing partnership and joining of the Hermes project. It's great to see Jordi and his team join the Polygon family. So I think this is amazing. And yeah, so for these reasons, we decided to launch a testnet on Polygon, but we will, for the foreseeable future, stay on XDAI. Of course, we're also very closely observing what is happening in the L2 space. So there's a lot of insanely exciting developments going on right now, not just on the Matic Polygon side or XDAI, but also on Optimism, on Arbitrum, so ZK Sync, a lot of really exciting L2 technology that is being rolled out these months and over the next coming months. So we will closely monitor that. And yeah, we might choose to launch another network on there. Okay, so what else do we have on cover traffic? Who wants to say something about cover traffic? Amir, do you want to say something about cover traffic? What we do with cover traffic? Why do we do cover traffic? What is this thing? And yeah.
So it's basically, since we are creating a network of nodes which are relaying packets. So the idea of using cover traffic is basically adding some noise to the network. So when packets are sent from one node to the other using some relay nodes, it's actually hidden inside of a bigger crowd. So it's really hard for someone who observes the network to really find which packet that was sent from whom to whom. So using Mixnet, there are always some attack formats that can attack our network network. So by adding that cover traffic, we make that entropy really big, and basically it becomes harder and harder to attack it and to really figure out and de-anonymize these nodes. So the cover traffic is really, really interesting thing to add to our protocol, and it's something that it is in progress. And of course, we know that all of you want to see when cover traffic is on, so it's coming soon. So I will not take the responsibility of saying when. I will leave that to Sebastian, but it's something that definitely coming soon. And in our next version of Yellow Paper, it will be described more and more, and what will be the architecture and topology that we'll be using for that.
Yeah, so basically, what is most important to us is that all of you are safe, right? So what does this mean? This means that if we were to launch cover traffic tomorrow, and people would again in some way just ape in all their money on the nodes, but the nodes are maybe not as battle tested as they could be. So again, this is a reminder, as Rick said, we're just about 1 year old. So we are not as battle tested as many of the networks that you see out there. So we do not want you to lose funds. And therefore, therefore it's important for us that we slowly roll it out. So we will probably see at some point in the next testnet that we slowly start that we have some traffic in the network, that we have some incentives for you to keep your node up and running, and then ramp that up over the remainder of the year. So it will still take a couple of months before we have meaningful amounts of cover traffic with which you have significant returns of investments. And during that period, we have testnets, and that is also a little bit the idea on the timeline of the staking, right? So HOPR tokens can be staked until January 17. Over the period, we are planning to have various testnets. In these testnets, we are testing a light version of cover traffic that cannot lead to significant loss of funds. Okay, and we see some more questions on COVID. How's the COVID situation in Switzerland? Well, COVID is not doing great anywhere. I'm happy to report that the entire HOPR team is safe. If I see correctly, I think we're all vaccinated. So as you've seen in the video, before we had our first gathering of the entire team in Switzerland in our offices in Zurich. So we were extremely grateful that this was possible. And have everybody there and see each other in person. It of course does make the whole dynamics of interactions easier and better for all of us. Then we have a question on Elrond. So Elrond is seeing the value of a project like HOPR. So Elrond does plan to use HOPR for their wallets and nodes. We will, in the current version of the testnet, focus on the infrastructure. So we are not going to be in production use in Elrond over the next few months. We are focusing on the infrastructure side and to improve your life as node operators. Okay, so did I miss any questions? Let me check what else is going on. Yes, so I think this is pretty much it. Any last questions from the community? Like, drop them in the YouTube channel for us. Otherwise, I would suggest you follow us on Twitter, you subscribe to our Telegram channel to stay tuned with what's going on. And from there, I think we'll see a lot of great things happening. So we are obviously doing more and more outreach campaigns. You will be able to follow all of them. We have some more things planned for next week, and you'll be able to see all of that following us on Twitter, Telegram, or Discord. So with that, I would like to thank you all for joining us here for this community update. We are very proud and grateful to have you, because it's you who run the HOPR network, and without you, this whole project wouldn't make any sense. Thank you very much for joining us, and stay tuned and see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.